I know exactly where everything is. But when you come home from work and the other half cleans up, you're like, well, where'd they go? So now, as you get people on the phone, you're losing deals because you can't remember what you offered, you can't remember the paperwork, so it's a mess. So the great thing about the system we're going to talk about is that the follow-up is done for you automatically, and no matter where you are, you can log in, and you have that customer management system. You can keep track of every interaction you have with that person, and it just keeps you very, very focused. So that was my... let me tell you one other story about the first 6 months in this business was that the other issue I had to solve was when I got a house, you have to sell it to make your money. But, your real estate agents don't always work for you. You don't always need them. Because a lot of real estate agents, they just want the listing and they'll put the sign out in front of your house and put it on the MLS and that's it. And you pay them 6%. I think, well, heck, I could do that. I can put my own sign out. So I wanted to build a system where I could sell my own houses, basically, and it just saves you a ton of money, and it increases your profits when you do it that way. And now I sell 75-80% of all my houses myself. I'm going to show you how to do that a little bit later on. But those were the issues I wanted to solve my first 6 months in the business, because I tell you what, if you're starting out in this business, I'm sure your listeners are going to see, hey, you know what? He's right. I'm brand new. I have no credibility. Who am I against everybody else? If you don't have a pre-screening system in place, you're going to have the same difficulty. I'm sure your listeners don't want to door knock pre-foreclosures. I'm really sure of that. And
nobody should be.
There's no reason for it, because, if you don't have a follow-up system, you're going to be losing deals. So, my first 6 months in this business, I was working 80 to 90 hours a week. I had a full-time job, plus I'm trying to invest, that I was totally stressed out. It was really, really terrible experience. I was going to quit this business until, I thought, wait a second, there is a better way, and it's through the internet, and I just want to share with you how that came into being. But this was how fast I was getting rich in real estate my first 6 months.
Well, something, Duncan. Let me point out, like everybody's read in the manifesto, this is what we're touching on here are the majority of the reasons why 92% of all investors drop out within their first 3 months is because they've taken the courses that are so hands-on, that are so 80s, like you and I have admitted, that are going out there and realize, wow, if I do it this way, yeah, sure, there's wealth in real estate, but man, I've got to turn around and sell people on who I am, and I don't have any background or experience here yet. I've got to door knock foreclosures. I'm trying to put up these ads. It costs me $150 to $380 per weekend to run an ad in my local newspaper, depending upon where you live. And then you're not generating leads. And the most of the people who call you are probably the competition of other investors in the market to see who you are and how you handle your business. And other ones are just tire kickers. Hey, I'd like to sell my home. I'm not sure what I want to sell it for, but I want to get as much as I can. That's not a motivated seller whatsoever. So I think this picture is just perfect because it's totally indicative of what the majority of investors are exposed to unfairly at this point in time, the 21st century, in a very, very competitive marketplace. What is it? It's one of the 3 most searched terms online is real estate or real estate investing. Behind adult stuff, pornography, and I don't know what the other one is. So